Hi, it's N8.5, multiplying and dividing integers. And remember that integers are the positive and negative numbers. So here we go. Indicators say that you can identify real-life situations where you would actually use multiplying and dividing integers. And this is the biggest one. Of all the indicators in here, this is really the one you definitely need to know. There are rules. So anytime you multiply and divide integers, you have to look at those signs. A positive number times a positive number is going to give you a positive answer. Negative times negative also gives you a positive answer. Note that these are the same, these are the same, and when your numbers are the same, when they have the same sign, you end up with a positive answer. If your numbers do not match and you have one that's negative and one that's positive, I guess I should make that red, hey? Anything that does not match is negative. So keep that one in mind. And dividing is the same set of rules. Multiply and divide integers using BEDMAS, that still applies, order of operations. And showing with algebra tiles or a drawing. And solving problems with or without a calculator. Okay, so there's that same set of rules again, and just a couple of examples. When the sign matches, these are both positive numbers. 27, when there's no sign attached to it, we just assume it's positive. So positive 27 divided by positive 3 ends up with positive 9. So when the signs match, it's positive. If it's negative 27 divided by negative 3, again, the signs match, so it's positive. Matchy matchy equals positive. Now let's have a look at when the signs do not match. This guy's negative, this guy's positive, so that means the answer is going to be negative. Again, one that's positive, one that's negative, they don't match, so the answer is negative. Let's try a few examples. 3 times 7, so positive 3 times positive 7. Matchy matchy, all is well, so it's a positive answer. You don't need to write the positive sign, it's understood. If you want to, you can. Just like that. Okay, let's try number 2. 7 times negative 2, so positive 7 times negative 2. These are not matchy matchy, so one is a positive, one is a negative. That means our answer is going to be negative. Anytime the signs don't match in multiplying and dividing, it's a negative. And I think one of the common misconceptions that students have is that they get all these laws and rules mixed up with adding and subtracting integers. That adding and subtracting is just jumping around on a number line and knowing which way to jump. Multiplying and dividing is a different thing altogether. So these rules only apply to multiplying and dividing. Remember that. Okay, let's try number 3. Positive 6 times negative 2, not matching, so negative 12. 7 times 6, that is matching. Okay. All right, here are your algebra tiles. This is just a different way to represent. You can draw a picture of this. So the counter indicates how many rows to make. It has this meaning if it is positive. So when you multiply 2, positive 2, times positive 3, you're doing 2 rows of positive 3. So you end up with 6 tiles altogether, right? In the red example, it's saying 3 rows of negative 4. So they've turned them red. And if you do any work with algebra tiles, it'll be 2 different colors, one meaning positive, one meaning negative. So we could count all these and figure out that there's 12 of them, and because they're red, we're going to call them negative.